we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Cousins Redskins. With that, let's get up to FedEx Field. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go!
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Over! Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Gone!
Second down, Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air, but I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
They'll pitch it to Kelly. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The 3rd Lockett that played.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, Cousins is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
Cousins surveying the field. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Kelly on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Cousins with a give to Jones. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On second down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Depending on who's doing the covering, zone or man versus a slant route is always a tough coverage, but a lot of guys prefer zone. If they're not backpedaling and their eyes are strictly on the quarterback and they feel the receiver breaking, they just move right to the football as the quarterback delivers, and that allows them to make a play on it and knock it away.
He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Wilson again to Rawls. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And they'll go on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Check it out. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Cousins on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
second down. Here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, this is Rawls. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. They come out here in the I. Now Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. Wilson going to give to Rawls. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Hauschka's kick is good. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And here come the Redskins now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all of it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Morgan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Textbook defense, nowhere to go for the runner. They get there, they make the tackle, play over.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the interception, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll be 1st down Redskins. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
Here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 2nd down, Rawls. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out here in the eye. They run with the power back. Rawls. He can't bring him down.
The weight room.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
This will be caught inside the 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Watch it now, Barney.
Cousins to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing, Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. 15 yards through the air on a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today? A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.